bearskin rug.
I love the thing I love most about that boat night.
We did
is
some
I love just getting a
anti-helium,
text.
whatever that stuff's called.
Barium?
Whatever makes your voice really low.
Yeah.
Oh, helium. No,
helium.
Barium?
Isn't it like barium
No, I don't think it's
sulfate
barium.
or something?
Guys,
It's like it's like barium sulfate.
That's cigarettes, isn't it?
Yeah, but that takes like 30 years, and you gotta drink a lot of whiskey with it.
Yeah.
Or you could just be born.
No
with
problem. I
this.
got that going.
Just saying. Could be. Let me tell you about
there's
boat
some
night,
sort of
though. I love getting a
finance
text
leaderboard
after I
in here.
leave somebody else's boat to go somewhere else.
I got
Brian, I don't care what you do. Just get here by 7 a.m. I don't care how you do it. I don't care what happens. Just get here by 7 or you will be up shit creek.
That was the blessing and also the warning.
Yeah. Shots fired.
Go on.
Yeah.
Got fired one past his mouth. Ah. Hey! Live from the north side of Racine, Wisconsin.
Oh, we're live.
It's Guys Games and what the heck is wrong with my Atari?
Wow.
Wow.
It's guys, games, and beer.
We dropped acid about 6 minutes ago, and I think it's starting to kick in.
Must be. Look at that screen. Holy crap.
Well, that's
Guys, I can't go to a hospital because I'm, quote, tripping
It's
balls.
Atari. That's Jaguar.
That's the Jaguar. It's made for Jags. That's wrong.
Don't be a jag.
Jaguar? Uh-oh.
It's for Jags.
It's for Jags. Anyway. So, Rob, what are we doing? What are we talking about tonight?
There's...
So,
Okay, whoa, hang on. Let's redo that intro. There is not
there's
enough
nothing
energy.
wrong with that
There's
intro.
no energy.
There's nothing wrong with
we
that.
have no
Shut
energy.
your face hole.
This is not a democracy.
Thank you.
Raining today, okay?
we had no
Sucking
energy.
the energy out of us.
I like that. I thought it was a very relaxed intro. I thought we were doing the relaxed show tonight.
Whatever.
Yeah.
What?
This is
What?
Games.
Stop it.
You're the one who said that you want the soft intro.
I'm just
Guys.
fucking antagonizing.
Games and beer.
Guys.
I wasn't trying
Games.
to antagonize.
And tears?
And,
beer.
and lots of
Tears.
tears.
Lots of tears.
Lots of tears, especially from me.
Yeah.
I recently found out why people wore smoking jackets.
Because
Well,
they're
Larry,
into
why do
pornography.
people wear smoking jackets?
The silk doesn't absorb the smell and it protects your clothes. So you put the jacket on while you smoke, and then when you take the jacket off, your clothes don't stink.
I did not know
Pro
that.
tips
Yeah.
from
That is a pro tip.
You mean I can be classy and not stink?
That is very cool.
Well, you're still gonna stink. It's just not because of the smoking.
So today's
I
first
believe that's what
topic
we like.
is
I believe that's what we like.
how
to
not
call
to stank.
We're not. How not? How not? The game of funk is huge. Guys, games, and beer.
That's right.
And tears.
Guys, games, and stank.
So what we're really talking about today is something that happened to me the other day. I'm sitting there playing Skyrim,
Job.
and yeah, now he does it.
How many hours in?
I don't know, quite a few. And then I realized that I'd rather be playing another RPG that I'd been playing.
Yeah, it's getting boring. I gotta find something else to do.
I mean, I'm gonna go play Kingdoms of Amular. Got more going on. So I played that and I thought, what is everybody's favorite RPG? I don't know everybody's favorite RPG and I want to know it. So
And
I'm going to
why?
start with, I don't know, because I care about you, Larry.
I like
It'll be a
Fallout,
very short
Yeah, Darlene.
Yeah.
but I only watch it, I don't play it.
Kind of like
You know, I
sex.
can actually
But up, bump.
Zing!
Yeah. Unfortunately, it only hurts me.
And in the doghouse he goes. Here we have Rob.
With super speed.
All right, so Darlene's Fallout.
There's
Larry.
Fallout though. No, there's.
Which one did you play that
3,
I watched?
most recently.
Nice. Nice. It's a good one.
It's really hard. I've played a lot of RPGs.
You know, you had like 3 days to think about it.
Yeah, I know. I never think
It
about
took
it.
me 2
Like,
seconds. I didn't know the topics. It's on the topic.
I've been thinking about it, because there's they each have their own charm to them, There's
The charm of post-apocalyptic American wasteland.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily. No.
Yes, it
I'm
can
kidding.
be any kind of wasteland.
It can be any kind of
charming.
RPG.
the Final Fantasy series is all the had their different charm. I kind of like the hybrid of sword and tech that's often in them. It's kind of neat and stuff. And Vandal Hearts was one of my favorites. That had kind of that was more of a turn-based strategy, but an RPG at the same time. But I suppose I probably enjoyed Dragon Age probably the most.
The original?
Yeah, it had a really strong story. The character development was really, you had a lot of freedom with developing your character. There were consequences to some of your choices.
And your dog got in trouble.
Yeah. So, I think that one, it really overall, I think probably is on the highest on my list. Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah, good game. Good game.
I like the people talking behind my back. That's it.
That was.
I like that.
No, that was a nice touch, actually.
It was pretty brilliant. That game. Yeah. JJ, favorite RPG?
Probably Morrowind,
All right, that's a good one.
just because I got so lost in that game.
I thought you were gonna say some
So
tentacle
bad.
Yeah,
porn game.
and like for its time, like yeah,
That was my close second. You know.
Tentacle
but that
Attack
was-
2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, 3. 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the redo.
Yeah.
When you say
Go with
you
the
got-
dead schoolgirls.
Exactly. You know.
When you say you got lost like immersed in the world, or you got
Yep.
lost like you didn't know what the hell you were supposed to do?
Where the hell you were supposed to go?
Oh, the
What
first.
button do I push to win?
Did you jump a lot? It's Matt. Did you jump a lot?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, the game here now.
Oh, of course. I hacked the crap.
So you can
out
hear
of
that little drum go boom.
Or like when you could exploit
Hey, it's
the
still Matt.
scroll hacks, so you could up your stats permanently, and then you could just keep doing it over and over and over. So you could set your jump to like 1,000 and your speed to like 500. You could run for 5 feet and then jump, and
Turn
you
into
jump
the
all the way
Flash.
across the
The
map.
alchemy system was totally broken.
You're a big old cheater.
yeah, or there was
It was only after I beat the game.
so many bugs to solve.
Only after I
already.
beat the game.
Okay, fair enough.
Only after I beat the game and went around killing all the NPCs that I possibly could that didn't respawn.
That is like the last thing you do when you start getting bored with an RPG.
first thing
you
I
just
did when I
start
got
killing
bored-
the innocent.
First thing I did when I got bored with Morrowind was I killed Vivek, and that
would you
was
do that?
fantastic.
Why?
Because it was easy,
asshole. No, I would
It's
just
funny.
and then I was a god.
After
You just broke my brain.
to tie on to your point, in Fable, when I got bored, eventually I wiped out an entire village. I left that village, and when I came back, one of the NPCs said to me, "What are you, Backstubber the Survivors?"
Nice.
He was right.
Alright,
So I killed him.
good for you. Hey, you were back in the
Back
survivors.
for the survivor.
Oh, I missed one.
Isn't
That's
that
about where I was with Skyrim. I decided that I was spending way too much time traveling long, boring distances and decided that maybe I should just kill some crap.
You know, isn't that how Fable began? Is a random warrior came in, wiped out
Slaughtered
the
your parents.
So you're saying basically...
full circle, doesn't it?
from the cradle to the grave.
Everything goes in a circle. Everything.
So I'm basically the guy that the protagonist is against in both games. Yeah.
What's that
You're the
speech?
reason there was a Fable 2.
Yeah.
What was that speech from The Dark Knight where it's like sometimes you live long enough to see yourself become the bad guy?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. There you go.
I'm heading there.
He was not the hero that town deserved.
That's right.
But he was the hero of the town. Well,
Needed.
not really.
No, they didn't need him either.
Oh no, they did.
I just skipped that part.
They did.
They needed population control.
It turns out after I did that, my Halo went away.
There's a Hobby Lobby there,
Oh,
and
really?
Hobby Lobby would not let them.
murdered a whole village and your Halo went away.
I think that's fair.
No
The
way.
village was the abortions that Hobby Lobby was trying to.
That's right, exactly.
I think
yeah.
that's fairly minimal of consequences.
We do not support.
We here at
They
G2B.
killed younglings, Anakin. They killed younglings. Oh, you mean children?
Yes.
That's a We good don't have one. your hat, by the way.
All right, noob. How about you?
Not the younglings.
At like 4:30, I was like, you know,
It's sitting on my pad.
I should bring this to a scene, and then nope, did not remember to do it with the time.
It's okay, I have like 6 more hats.
One of my favorite RPGs is it's the Tales of series. They're kind of
Tales of my dingleberries. Yes.
There's like different kinds of storylines and everything like that, and each like, I guess part of like the Tales of universe has like this tree which they consider like the tree of life, stuff like that, and I don't know how to like explain each storyline.
Do you ever get an axe? Can you ever take down the tree of life? Oh.
No, you don't.
Never become a dendrophiliac.
No, you don't. But I like it.
Girl feeling.
Dendro.
I like it because it's like pretty much like almost Kingdom Hearts.
Girl.
Yeah, it's like a beat 'em up, but you're kind of like stuck in a small area though. But it's a beat 'em up and it's an RPG, so you can.
And no
like,
Goofy.
Yeah, and also you can like do different like you get different attacks.
No
you can have
Goofy.
a A attack and a B attack. Your A is like mainly like your regular melee hits, and you get them like you hit once and then you get another one. It's really hard to explain because, but I love the game. I played it for like over 60 hours and beat the whole entire game. But it's so anime. There's so much anime in the game. It's
Where's the game from?
It's called Tales of.
Okay.
Yeah, where is the game
Where's it from?
I don't know originally where it's from.
Okay.
Steve.
Because if you would have said Japan, I would have gone. Oh.
Yeah, I believe it's from
Really?
Japan.
Well, in that case,
Japan.
Here's your
Yeah,
sign.
yeah.
Japan.
It's so anime.
there's so much.
Big heads.
Little big eyes.
They do have
big
the
sword.
They have the big eyes.
They're
Like,
probably
"Whoa!"
A sword bigger than their entire body.
Anime.
2 of their bodies.
Games should have swords bigger than your entire body. I'm just
No.
saying.
They do
Good
have
games,
swords.
if it's an RPG.
Only good games
does,
have
yeah.
swords that are twice the size of your body.
But it's
That's
kinda-
right. That's a requirement.
You
It's
had
kind
to
of cool.
unlock
It's
it.
kind of cool though, but you can play
Ocarina
with
of
4
Time.
people
Right.
in the
Right.
game to beat up
Right.
monsters in it.
Oh, that's
So-
nice.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't even know about it. It's like 1 player only, but really it's 4 players, and each player can play a different character.
Well, you know, they're only playing one character.
Well, no, you can change them. There's like 8 of them
Today.
you can change.
And they all have big heads.
Yes.
All of them.
Big heads.
Are
And
there any talking animals?
And tiny cocks.
Ooh.
Big heads and tiny
Trying to think
cocks.
now.
That sounds
Story
like the
of
next
guys,
kill.
games, and beer.
I have to agree. All right, Kevin. Favorite RPG.
Well, I mean, you know, rather than turn this into the Morrowind half hour, I would. No, believe me,
Fucking
no.
got him.
I would have. I would have. I could talk for endlessly about the game, but I'm talking about something else. Another sort of definitive RPG for my adolescence would be the original Neverwinter Nights. Not the game specifically, but the fact that over the course of
That's first.
4 or 5 years the game was not having been replaced and was highly popular. It was I mean, just the hours, like
that
I'm sorry, I'm speaking very slowly.
He's stalling.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to
He's
describe it
vamping,
best.
guys. Come on. Play off.
But no, just the hours upon hours upon hours of content the community create. Like, oh my God, I probably played the game over the course of like 4 or 5 years. Just
And it never got
different
stale.
shit every time. Like, because I mean, the community created so many incredible campaigns. And it had some shortcomings as a D&D simulation, but on the whole, it was what? I'm sorry, I moved my hand a lot.
Hey, let's not make fun of
I
people that
started
talk
a
with their
trend.
hands, okay?
I have no idea what to do with my hands.
I did this last week, and I
video, dude.
infected 2 others.
Yes.
We got this.
Natural.
But yeah, that pretty much covers it. I mean, it was shit. I don't know how to put it, but
Shit, it was magical.
no, it was not shit.
And Neverwinter
It's
Nights 2
not
is
shit.
still pretty solid. And if
I
you have
liked
never,
that one.
and there's plenty of custom content. If you've never given it a whirl, please spend a few nights playing it. It's really good. They did.
Don't spend days because it's never winter nights, folks.
Yeah, right.
but you might.
Brian.
My favorite RPG is the core
Halo.
of it's all Halo, guys. My favorite RPG is the core. Yeah, and I'm just gonna do this. No, mine. My favorite RPG.
Now you don't know what to do with your hand. You're like,
Like an actor. No. My favorite RPG, and now I'm gonna bob my head too. My favorite RPG is. It's actually what I like to think is the core of all RPGs. That's D&D, Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, he's doing
really
all
think.
paper.
The
And
TSR versions of RPG? RPGs?
The
Actually,
Xbox version?
No,
No.
the
No, like pen and
TSR. Oh, the
Like
okay,
pen and
Would you like
paper.
some Ray
like
Bans?
old school pen and paper.
Yeah.
Like D&D.
Would you like some Ray
Look
Bans
at
for
this
your
fucking
hipster?
hipster.
No, he's good with that. He's good with
That's
that.
alright.
It's
It's an
okay.
RPG.
It's okay. I'll let
It
it
is
slide.
paying homage
Yes.
to what
I'll let it
predecessed
slide.
the video game.
Yeah.
Whereas
I'm
the
more
pen and
retro than you
paper-
fucks.
Hey, and I said RPG, so fair enough. Jonah, RPG.
Oh, my favorite RPG is obviously Halo.
Nice.
He's right. Halo's right.
Don't leave me hanging, bro.
Leave him hanging.
Do it.
Leave it.
Now you have to keep that up there.
Alright, I
You know what?
The rest of the podcast.
This hand will not yield.
It cannot rest either.
That's
yielding. That's slowing
That's yield adjacent.
No slowing down.
You know what? Fuck you
All right,
guys.
fine, it yields.
You lack. You have no idea what my right hand is capable of.
Oh no!
I could masturbate 15 times in a day. I
Just to see if I could.
That's the kind
And then he
of
did
And
it
all that was
again
left was the bloodies.
every day to make sure he was still in his prime.
He's got like Popeye arm and just one arm.
I'm like the German arm wrestling champion.
The charger from Left 4
And
Dead.
then massive. Somebody forgot to
Explains a
say.
lot.
Well, that was disgusting. Jonah, do you got an RPG?
have 3.
You said Halo. Come on.
No, we all know that it's no one's favorite RPG.
As you're wearing a Halo branded shirt.
Sorry.
It's also not. What, was there, I don't think a Halo. There's never an RPG.
fun.
There's an
Yeah.
RTS involved.
That's
I think that's one of the letters.
I remember that, and I was like, did they?
I
continue
believe,
to try and
I
branch
believe you
out?
did.
Halo Wars, yeah.
And there's that newer one
RTS.
that's kind of ish.
Yeah,
that's
that's
your
what
point.
we're
Oh, I
saying.
didn't hear
My
that.
point was.
Anyway.
That was,
Anyway.
Alright, for goodness sake, let Jonah speak.
Alright, I have 3. I have Skyrim, Borderlands, Ascended.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Nice, good choice.
And
No.
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 no,
He tried.
and Fallout.
That was Valiant.
Fallout 3 to be specific.
In 3D.
No.
Fallout 3 3D.
Yeah.
They were all in
Fallout
3D.
3D.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
No,
1 and 2 were
Fallout
not.
were
They were.
Well, that's true.
It's all sprite based.
They're platformers.
Don't.
I like sprites.
They were sprites.
Sprites on sprites on sprites on sprites.
They were sprites. Alright, that's good.
Spritzes.
I like it.
But that's
Matt.
nice. I really
Is that
like
yielding?
the
Star Trek
God
Online.
damn it. No. Well, I mean, I do enjoy that game. Not my favorite. Mass Effect. I
Oh,
really,
yes.
really like the Mass Effect series.
Yep.
That's
Except
probably
the
my
end, right?
favorite.
I'm just kidding.
No, I like the end.
Messing with you.
People who hate the end can go fuck themselves. Sorry.
Hell! Sorry. I was just...
Sorry. I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Hey, when you want to talk about Mina RPG, how about we?
No, so if his hand cannot go down.
Guys,
So Mass Effect.
Another hand should
It was
touch
in
it.
space.
Are you including
Space
Mass
Effect.
Effect 1 and 2?
Damn it!
Yes!
I was.
Oh,
Damn
thank
it! I'm
God.
sorry.
And
I was
3?
trying to bait him,
And
but he
3.
was
The
too
whole
quick on the
trilogy,
draw.
my peripheral
And the bang.
visions.
And the new one when it comes out.
I'm gonna let it go
Yeah.
at that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a really big fan of the stuff that BioWare puts out, especially their single player RPGs. I think like when it comes to like an engrossing story, like I have a tendency to get like super ADD, and like I love to start and I love to get in depth, but like I'll get like halfway through a game and then they usually have that middle kind of lull before they kind of go to the final climax of like a longer RPG. So BioWare has a good tendency to have a pretty engaging story all the way through.
Yeah.
For their bigger games, and like I love the Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Like it was
That was good.
yeah,
Those are really good.
yeah, and like
There's
I
some
really,
funny crap in there.
yeah, you know, and like I really enjoyed playing and exploring the worlds that they put out, and I do say, other than that,
Do you find yourself up at 3 in the morning having to get up at 5 going,
Yep.
this ain't good?
yeah, and then yeah.
One more level.
Yeah. I'll just
more
finish,
quest.
I'll just finish this planet and we'll move on. And,
Right.
it's a time between though. And like I enjoyed a lot of BioWare's games. It's hard to pick just one. Otherwise than that, it's Final Fantasy Tactics. Damn it! I'm sorry.
Now you know how I feel.
Damn it!
Fuck you, Ben. That's how I feel.
It's okay. You can agree.
Wait, the one on the Game Boy Advance?
No.
No.
And like it wasn't horrible.
I like that
but,
one. I like the snowball.
It wasn't horrible, but I mean, like, the original PlayStation one was absolutely amazing for its time, and it introduced me to tactics, space combat. There were so many other games that, like, copied that system, and I'm sure there's games before it, but, like, Final Fantasy Tactics did it the best, and it's just like it was so good. Like you just
From
can't-
the Ogre series. You like
Oh yeah, Tactics Ogre, and
good.
then
Well, Vandal
good.
Hearts that it
Vandal
was
Hearts,
based
yeah.
on that.
There's a lot of good tactics-based RPGs, but yeah, I'll agree with you that was probably the finest moment. It just had so much going on.
Yeah.
One of the first, and still one of the best.
Yeah.
It's just so I want to go way back for first. I'm going to bring up two.
Uh-oh.
We're going to go way back first. I'm going to bring up Ultima.
And it's cloth map.
Yeah, and it's cloth map.
That was so awesome.
The original Ultima 1 though. Not even I think that was 5 that came
Pre-cloth map. There.
Yeah, pre-cloth map. So Lord British's Ultima.
I would like to raise a toast to Lord British.
Thank you. I mean, really, he was the one who kind of got the whole RPG thing going.
You
A lot of future games will go back and pay homage to what he did as far as that goes.
Speaking of which, did you know about the Kickstarter for Ultima 2?
No.
Or not Ultima 2, but the new one that they're making, the remake for it.
Of Ultima 2.
Ultima again.
No, wait, no, I get the
Ultima harder.
Okay.
Ultima. I
A
get
good
the
day to
history,
die,
I get the
Ultima.
respect.
There it is.
That was good.
It wasn't
Yes. Copyright.
Model T isn't my favorite car, but I respect the Model T.
No, but
know?
it's like a classic car collector. You can appreciate what went into this. I mean, this was 1980 when it came out, so I mean there was nothing like it on the market. He basically did a dungeon crawler, if you will, but you did have an RPG system. You had leveling up. You had definite goals to achieve. So I mean all that a lot of the foundation stuff, and yes, it was all pen and paper stuff. He just transferred over to a computer.
And you get attacked by grass.
Yeah, you do. And gelatinous cubes. I hate those fucking gelatinous cubes.
I
Really hate those fucking
3 I love, man.
Damn, really,
Jello
is it one of your favorites though, or
Oh, is
No,
it lodged in my esophagus uncracked?
No, in all honesty, when I was playing it, yes, it really was my favorite. I mean, we would get together with a group, we'd sit down and play it, and to the point where, you would fear for losing your characters, because if you died, you'd have to start all over again, and you'd lose all your levels and everything else. There was no save points in the game, okay? That was the thing about those games. Not, you didn't, in Ultima 1, you didn't go, oh, hey, I'm gonna sit, no, you're dead. That was it, you had to start over again. So,
Unless you copied your thing.
yeah, which you do,
did.
So,
Bunch
but
of cheaters.
if I had to pick a new one, yeah, I would say Dragon Age Origin. So
So good.
It was so good. And I know it's not when I say new one. That's not that new. That's a 5-year-old game already.
That's still
But
pretty new.
5-year-olds is not pretty new. But it's
5-year-olds are pretty new.
Darn fresh for me.
It runs on modern technology without.
okay.
Whoa.
It runs on a lot of technology. I love that. I mean, really, that was again very immersive game. They had a lot of good side quests, good storyline. Again, the non-player characters are good. I mean, overall, just a well-developed game. All right.
Somehow they ran afoul in 2.
Yeah, 2 sucked. Oh
Well,
my God, 2 sucked.
EA was like, quick, get a sequel out. And they were like, okay.
We don't have a story. Don't worry about it.
We
Yeah,
just
thank
did
you.
the expansion pack. We don't care, get a sequel out. We don't have enough.
And ignore
Time,
everything
do
you
it!
did in the expansion.
Yeah.
Ignore all the story that you just did.
Yeah.
What? Why?
More.
Well, this is a story I wrote when I was a kid. Back in grade school. Okay, take that one. Yeah, I got a C on it. Yeah.
Well,
We'll do that.
we need to write a Grey Warden story. We don't have time, but it's about the Grey Wardens. Don't care.
Because he's good at sequel.
Space weather.
Oh God.
Nice.
Benjamin.
Back to you, Ollie.
I thought I was gonna be able to marathon.
Dude, you gotta
Nothing
marathon
Ben
pro.
froze.
Don't be
No.
a bitch.
Marathon's not an RPG.
You're
That's
silently
FPS.
yelling at me. No, I thought I was gonna marathon through all of you guys. Not saying Final Fantasy
You
Tactics.
almost made it.
Travis is
almost made it.
just out of the periffs.
I love how
Almost made it.
Almost made it, and then I
I can throw some respect to make it past that.
So that was a pun.
I love
You
how
expect to
whenever
make
I
it past
complain
Travis.
about
He's
it,
like
Yeah.
whenever I
the
complain
Final
about
Fantasy
it,
Tactics master.
Brian, go fuck yourself. But
Bader.
when Ben complains about it, it's
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
Because I'm
That
funny.
too.
Masturbate stuff.
I'm funny. I'm hip. Hip. Bigger pistol.
Ah, yes.
All right, so
Books have
The
told me
class
about
system of
friends.
Final Fantasy Tactics, that's what just
The
got me.
George
The fact that you could
Yeah.
level up whenever you want to get your little army
but then you could also, where you leveled up, open new classes. So you had to get, black mage and white mage up to a certain level to get the time mage or the ninja and all these like real super intricate things, and you could just get a perfect army and you could keep playing that game except at certain points when they fuck you with save points. Where it's like, yeah, I got the save point. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm gonna say it again too. Fuck you.
And that's how we got our 17 plus rating.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. That you would then you couldn't go back to World 17. So it'd be like, oh, you got this point, and now you can't go back and just keep playing the game. You have to go to the end of the game.
Yeah.
And if you weren't high enough level, you just died.
Squeenix loves to do that crap.
Yeah.
They've done that in more than one
just
case.
Squaresoft at that point.
Squeeze off.
Squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
So
What's next,
still
Rob?
a separate customer.
Squirtle, squirt.
Me. Temple of Apshai.
Ooh, another nice fallback. Wow.
I had I actually went out and bought that when I was a kid because I had the pirated copy and it's freaking useless because it has a handbook with it.
Yeah.
That describes what's going on, so you really don't know what's going on.
Half of the story was in the
right,
handbook.
exactly. But that book was beat to hell.
Nice.
I played that thing to death.
Temple of Apshai.
Yeah. A bit of a roguelike.
So you played on what?
Commodore
Apple
64.
or 64? 64. Okay, because it was on the Apple.
Yeah, I could have gone either way with it, but I decided to go with the 64.
Nice. Wow, that really was again a good classic RPG.
Yeah, it was really good. I
You
played
had
a
to
lot of
read
it.
books while you played video
You
games?
did actually, yeah. You did because.
Here
was the problem. The 64 at the time did not have enough memory to could store the whole story.
I don't think they could have stored the storyline.
No, it can do the mechanics for the game, but so they had to have the book to have the storyline and the computer to handle the mechanics of the game.
Yep.
That's actually pretty cool.
You can play it without
That's
the book,
cool.
but you'd be missing most of the
story that went with it. I mean, you'd have all the fights and so on, and would do all the mechanics of the fights, but you wouldn't get the story behind where you were at in the game.
And make sure you remember what room you're in. Don't accidentally read the wrong room.
God,
you're all
yes.
a mess then.
So it would like prompt you and go, hey, read page 64. This is what's happening.
Yeah, it would give you a room number and you
and you go to the room
computer program attached
Kind
to
of,
it.
yes,
It
basically.
sounds
But I mean,
yeah, more like a lone wolf
for the
style.
time, I mean, for the computer power, it was pretty darn good.
It was really thinking about D&D.
Yeah.
Is what it was doing.
Oh yeah, it really was. I mean,
Dungeons and
again, it was basically Dungeons
We'll
and
roll the
Dragons.
dice for you.
Yeah, we'll roll the dice. You read.
I said I smell an opportunity.
What?
I smell gamer funk.
Would you speak louder for that?
Oh, no, those are my feet. I haven't washed them since camp.
Oh. Alright, so that's all we have to say about RPGs for now. We'll be right back in a minute.
Damn it, I should.
I know, I was going to bring that up.
After
That's funny. I thought somebody was
message
going to
from
do it.
Pat.
It was supposed to go kaboom.
Just
Check. And the podcast of Touch Your Weenie is back. It's Guys, Gains, and Beer.
Whoa, we here at Guys, Games, and Beer do not. Okay,
Oh yes,
here-
we do. Yes, we do.
Way to bump the boom mic.
Did you?
That's what I told her.
You did the pelvic thrust. Whoop boom.
Wow, nice.
Bumped your boom
That's
mic.
awesome.
All the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so
Shitty
So
porno.
it's time for show and tell, or what we've been playing. It depends. Do you have something to show? Then show it, baby. Show it all.
Wait,
It,
are you serious? 'Cause-
no, God no. We've seen
Get a
it.
little.
Ben's always got
All right, so we're gonna start
It's
with
cold outside, guys. What do you
Larry.
That's nice.
Well,
Commend you.
I've gone back to playing Risen 2. Dark.
No, because you committed some sin, and you feel you have to atone for it.
I think I am playing out of some weird like sense of obligation. You know?
I feel like you're like trying to find the game deep down inside. Like, there's a good part. I know there is.
No, it's there.
It's there.
I can sense it.
Hasn't been found yet.
I've searched the four corners of its world and found nothing but pain.
It's like Ride to Hell.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know, I'm probably, 8-9 hours into it.
Sorry.
Wow.
You went.
I'm hating every damn minute of it.
Yeah, there's been a few good parts here and there, but You know, it's
Besides,
I
always
kind
gonna
of
be
feel
like
like
some
I kind of feel
corn
like you know, like when
eating
you're sitting in a movie and you realize that about 45 minutes in, well, this movie pretty much sucks, but I'm 45 minutes in. I might as well see it.
The human
you're
spirit.
more than 45 minutes in.
I know.
You're
I
like-
gotta see the ending. Even
You're
more
like
so.
through the movie. You went
time
through.
scales here.
You went through one movie and then you're like, I'm gonna see the sequel, even though the first movie sucked ass.
Transformers.
But the original version wasn't really that bad.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Like,
The first one
it was
was
what Gothic 3
the
was
second
supposed
one
to
was
be.
the one that went in the shitter.
Now, to be fair, it's an RPG, so the 45
Night
minute
Shyamalan,
equivalent
Alabama.
is a little longer. Most RPGs, I mean, I don't know if
Yes,
anyone else has
relative
this experience,
time scales
but
here.
I mean, before I start an RPG, I look at the clock and go, okay, do I have 2 hours to get through the introduction?
I better time this.
And you're like thinking, should I just hit X, damn it? Should I just... Ooh!
But here's the thing, you went through the introduction and then played a little bit more. And
But I
then,
really might miss
and then
some
you went a
vital
little bit
information
deeper.
that's crucial to the lore
That's
of the
it.
game.
Exactly. That's why you have to sit through the 2 hours of introduction.
The unbreakable human spirit, folks.
So that's what I've been playing.
Very cool. JJ!
I had a first-person shooter
Halo?
twing, so I fulfilled it with a new free-to-play game on Steam called Warface
Yes!
that runs off the Crytek engine, and it's
And when you get it all up in your face, you start crying. For
pretty.
sure.
Oh, you cry all over that tech.
I
Okay.
got 72 hours to purchase.
It's actually a really fun game. The last first-person shooter that I got super into was oh my god, the one with the star, Homefront.
I love it.
A lot of
I played
games
it
have
a lot.
stars.
I love that game.
I played it a lot because it was free on OnLive when you had the
Was
play
it?
pack. Yep, whenever you got the play pack, it was free for just the multiplayer. So I played the crap out of that.
I
and
never
just-
played... Wait, I take that back. I played it once, and I thought, this is pretty good. And then I put it away.
It wasn't bad.
But I did play through the single player.
It was a decent. It was a decent first-person shooter, and for free, you know, I could go on there and shoot people in the face.
Yeah.
You know, so I found Warface, and for free, I can go shoot people in the face, and I can slide around and shoot people in the face.
Homefront, by the way, was one of the first... It was, in fact, the first game that required an online token to play. Dickheads. Which basically signed...
Hashtag fun facts.
It sealed its fate in history.
Yep. Did you know?
That's why I was so
The
unpopular.
more you
And
know.
now you
And the
do.
more you know.
Actually,
Another one I've been
it
checking
didn't do
out.
too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't.
It did okay.
It was a great
sales.
game. I really liked it a lot.
Well,
The single
Yeah.
player, anyway.
Its
But a
saving
lot of
grace
people-
was that it was a fun
What
game.
game? What game were you trying to
It loved
Warface?
Warface? Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I've been playing. The other one was Homefront.
Yeah, that's the one we were
Yeah.
talking about, but I haven't played Homefront.
A lot of people I see on the reviews, a lot of people talk about how it's, you know, pay to win and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's not really pay to win because you still have to like level up to unlock the guns. So I mean, if it's more or less, do you want to pay to play
That's
a game?
Ghost
or
right
do
now.
you
That's
want to
pay to win.
do you want free to play a game? You know what I mean? It's either like
Shut up.
you could be like, okay, well, sure, I'll throw some money down, or you could be like, oh no, I'm just gonna play some more games and get the cash to buy it because you can buy everything with the in-game cash too.
Yeah, you're just
Is it
grinding.
a ridiculous scale though, where it's
It's-
like
No, it's
It takes
okay.
It's not.
okay.
No, it's not that bad. Usually, because it has co-op missions as well that differ from every day. Every day they switch out to be like different levels, and every day there's different, you know, like beginner or easy, medium, and then hard, and then like super hard levels. And that's kind of nice because when you just end up getting pissed off because you die 17 times in a row, you can be like, okay, I'm gonna go shoot some NPCs and kill some things with some other people and still earn cash and XP for it. And usually per mission when they're on like the normal level, I'd say you get about $400 for each one, and they only take about 10 minutes. So it's not really that much grinding, and it's fun. I mean, I love just shoot people in the face, whatever.
I do love to shoot people.
Signs of a sociopath.
It feels good.
Yes.
It feels good
Yes.
to shoot someone right in the face.
Yeah.
It does.
Right in
But
the
the
glad no
other
one
one that
looked at me.
another game that I've been playing where you run people over in the face very easily is Unturned.
Oh,
Just going in a straight
you're
line.
playing that,
Yeah, it's
Played it today?
so many people ask me how to explain this game because I'll try and explain it to them, and it's so hard to explain. But the only way I can Like it's kind of like
It's a
Minecraft.
way better Minecraft than Daisy.
It's basically if you mix Minecraft and Daisy together, basically.
And actually
That's what it
Like
is.
7 Days to Die.
And actually
finish
yeah.
7 Days to Die.
Like yeah, it's kind of like that, except it's a super like simplistic graphic style. Everything looks kind of blocky.
It looks like
and
a
weird.
media game almost.
It looks like
Roblox.
yeah, it looks like a little kid's, toys. What are those? Little tykes. That's what it looks like. Everything looks like little tykes.
Little
Yeah,
tykes.
everything looks like little tykes. But it's really fun. I mean, I don't know how I can call a game not fun when I go into a public server for the first time and I find a truck in front of a military base, and then I find the guy who owned that truck inside the military base and run him over and take all his stuff and then
That's
take his
fun.
truck and go on. Then I exited the server, so it saved all my stuff.
That's like the definition of America.
It's living the dream, Living the dream.
The new American dream.
And the other one that I've really been playing is Hearthstone.
Nice.
Hearthstone?
Hearthstone.
Your Hearthstone?
My stone is hard
Wow,
for Hearthstone.
JJ, no, excellent. You're the first one I've heard pronounce it hearth, because that's how the word hearth is pronounced. Everyone says a hearth.
Hearthstone.
No, hearth.
That's Hearthstone.
Hearthstone,
No,
yep.
the word hearth. It's like a part of a.
So you've been playing
fireplace.
Hardbone.
Yes, it's a
Hardbones, yeah,
Hardbone. Yeah.
I've been playing Hardbones, and I just love that game because I used to play Magic so much. It's basically
Yeah,
Water
I can't wait
Good
till the friggin'
about it.
expansion comes out.
And I like how they're going to
Waiting
work
for
the
it.
expansion too. I don't know if any of you saw
What is
that.
it?
It's Hearthstone is a World of Warcraft online trading card game, and it's basically watered down Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Basically,
It's
instead of 60 card deck minimum, it's 30 cards. You get a deck of 30 cards. There's no mana. You get 1 mana every
Trade
turn,
my
and they
deck.
refill at the beginning of your turn. And it's very simplified, but at the same time,
It goes hard.
it's
Keep
tricky.
throwing out those promises.
It's tricky. Yeah,
Well,
it's not bad.
I think with having a smaller
not a bad
deck
game.
like that
And-
too, it really forces you to be a little bit more creative with your deck
And
layout.
on top of that, you can only have 2 cards of each kind in your deck. So it's really like, okay, should I use this card now or save it? Because there's only one more of them. You know what I mean? There's only one more copy in the deck.
So it's like
So-
Canasta.
Probably not a lot of fancy cards.
Wow.
No.
So you want to talk about Hold You?
But I do like how they're setting up the the expansion.
The shuffleboard is coming.
They're
Rob.
coming out with a bunch of new cards, and they're doing it in a way where you play a certain set of bosses, and then once you beat those bosses on the hardest difficulty, you get a certain collection from the new expansion of cards. And then you move on to the next. They're splitting it into the 4 quarters. It's the expansion is the Curse of Naxxramas, and in the Naxxramas quest in WoW, there's 4 quarters that you have to clear out. And so they're actually doing it with the 4 quarters, and so the bosses are going to be based on, the NPCs from those quarters that you used to fight in WoW. And I just like how instead of, okay, here's all the new cards, buy more packs so you can get these cards and just keep playing the game how it is, they're actually adding more content, because there's no, you could play the practice characters right now, just, there's a practice mode where you just play like a bot.
It's the best.
Now it's basically they're adding on a almost story mode to the game as well, kind of. It's hard to explain because it's a card game.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
be
don't know
one
how you
big
can-
ass iPod game.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh yeah, it's good. It's on the
You'd
iPad.
have to be my trap card.
Yes.
That's how I heard
Oh, there's
it.
traps. But I just like it because it's, the longest game I've had has been 15 minutes.
Well, that's nice.
And yeah, it's
Well,
No, that's quick.
that's good.
pretty quick. And if you go online and look up
15
deck
minutes
lists
is
and
pretty
stuff
solid.
like that, it's not that hard to figure out, what's a good deck combo or what's good composition for a deck, Like with Magic, there's thousands upon thousands of different combos and decks that you could build, and with Hearthstone, there's pretty much about 15 or 20 decks that are really viable in ranked play.
Awesome. Larry will be playing it as soon as he can cheat.
Yep.
In 20 years.
Yep.
He's gonna get a
It's a
hack.
really fun game. I really like it.
Look at my card kills everybody. Look at that.
Yep.
That's how he rolls.
Board games I jump.
Cosmic Backlash.
How about it, Mike?
Alright. Well, I got a little sad story too. With this. Alright.
Well, I got some
Tell me where he touched you.
Let's take a break, guys.
All right, nap time.
All right, I'm just gonna say this right now. I should be playing. It should be Titanfall that I've been playing.
Nice.
Okay.
My roommate Joe recently picked up an Xbox One.
He squealed!
What's that?
Wow.
He's like, I know someone that has it around.
Yeah, there's another one.
Brian just came. Yep, that was the noise.
Just spot. I
Brian
spot.
just
Just
got a little
spot.
soppy.
No wonder he
But
doesn't get repeat business.
he was texting
Doesn't
me.
matter, it's
So
sex.
he was texting me like games. He's like, "Hey, how's Watch Dogs?" I'm like, "Well, I have Watch Dogs. It's all right.
Amazing.
It's all right.
It's fucking good.
That NPCs are retarded.
It's fucking good.
That's offensive.
It's a good game.
Non-player characters find that offensive.
And he was like, "Oh, well, do you mind if I play something?" I'm like, "I don't care. Whatever. The game system's here." And then he texts me, "Hey, how about Wolfenstein? How's that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't played it yet, but I heard it was all right."
Great game.
All right, that's cool. And then he's like,
Wolfenstein.
then he's writing me about Need for Speed. I'm like,
Sorry.
"Yeah, I hear."
No.
Like, I was like, I've never played it." Well, he comes home. He's like, "Yeah, I got this." Boom. I was like, "Oh, cool. You got Xbox One." I'm like, "Man, you're retarded." But he shows me the game
Go fuck yourself.
he shows me the game he fucking bought. And I was just like,
Connect Sports?
I'm hoping it's Titanfall. I really am, because you said you were gonna get one.
And you got an Xbox One, you should have Titanfall.
You should have Titanfall. You should have
FIFA
got
2015.
You should have gotten the Xbox bundle with Titanfall in it.
Like I did.
Exactly. Nope. He drops fucking Need for Speed right there. I was like, yay! A game that I'm never gonna play.
Need for Speed series is actually pretty badass.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Like after I looked,
that
like you
is
get
the racing game.
you get to pick a cop
Tired after
or
the same.
you get to pick a cop or a police officer, which is cool. Yeah.
Or police officer.
Or police
I'm
officer!
sorry, a
Get it
police
to me with a
officer
car.
or a racer.
A dill pickle or a sweet pickle?
You know, there's a
I'm sorry.
douchey connection to that, right?
But you get to pick the racer, like the street racer or the cop, which is cool, and it runs with different storylines. I didn't play, but he did me a favor, and he fucking bought Killer Instinct for the
Killer
Xbox
Instinct.
One.
That's
Which
neat.
it's a
That's
fun
good.
fighting game.
That's all right.
I
That's
started.
a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Out of the whole thing that you fucked up, it makes
Sorry
me.
if I just showered.
I
Golden
thought,
shower, Rob.
You know, it shows that Xbox was right in hiring that douche, because that douche is the main character of the movie Need for Speed, and it sucked your friend right in.
Yeah. He said, I want to be more like the douche.
I wanted to be like the douche.
Call me a
That
bitch.
train of logic made no sense whatsoever.
Please call me a bitch and tell me to
That
get
was
you
the
a game
saddest part.
race.
I'm like, oh, I had a feeling like he's gonna get it when he's asking me all about these games. I'm like, he's getting an Xbox One, I think. He brought it home, and I was like, oh, I hope he got Titanfall. I really hope he didn't. Nope. I was
Why
like,
didn't you just tell him to get
Titanfall. Thank God.
I thought
It was on you. You
I
had to
thought
know.
you would have
He
been
was
smart
sneaking.
enough
Yeah,
to
he
walk
would have
to
taught
up
you.
you.
Said,
That's
look,
like-
if you're picking up an Xbox One,
You
get
better
Titanfall.
like
You
take
pick anything
this
else
shit
home.
back, return it, and get Titanfall.
That's like dating a girl who you talk to about getting married. And she's like, yeah, I could see getting married pretty soon, and then. Or saying, no, I don't feel like getting married, and you don't pop the question, and then she's like, why haven't you fucking asked me the question yet? That's like
the thing.
going. That's like
But here's
going
the
to
thing,
McDonald's
I did ask
and
the
being
one
like,
you're-
damn it, I wanted Burger King.
Here, let me throw in some Taco Bell. Are you happy with it now?
That's what I'm saying. It's like going to McDonald's
That's
for
the thing.
breakfast and being like, I want a fucking McChicken.
That's the thing. Taco Bell and McDonald's and
But
Burger
I
King
am
are too
happy though.
close.
He got Killer Instinct, and we
Yeah.
were playing it last night.
I love you.
Still not Titanfall, but
It's still not Titanfall, but Killer Instinct.
A subway
It's
train.
Xbox exclusive download.
Right, I doubt that's bare.
But it's still a fun game to play, and I'm happy
I'm not
that he
putting any
got
weight on it.
Killer
I
Instinct.
just
You're
wanna
obviously
stretch.
putting some weight on it. There's pressure being exerted.
I am not putting any weight on it.
Kevin, for God's sake, what the hell are you talking about?
He started it.
And what's your game you've been playing?
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
No, actually, speaking of Risen in general, I was playing the first one, but then I'm like, fuck this. Like,
the first what?
The first Risen. But then I decided to play Gothic 2 instead, because that was like the peak of the Piranha Bytes of that style of RPG they made. Like, it was just everything, like, because you can't play the first one anymore because the control scheme is just insane.
And massive.
Like,
so wait a minute, after Larry's disgusting discussion about Risen, after he told you how much it sucked, you said,
no, I was
play
playing
Risen.
the first one. No, because I bought the Steam sale. I felt obligated. I was like, well, I have to play this now.
I never feel obligated to play it.
Oh, it's on sale! I have to buy it now!
No, because the first one, that was what Gothic 3 should have
You
been.
just gave Gabe
no.
Rule a chubby with that statement.
Like, I literally, there's an episode where I warned Larry, don't play the game. You bought the game? Oh, fuck, don't play. Just keep it someplace, put it in a safe, don't touch the fucking game. And then he plays the fucking game. I'm like, what you think?
Larry never listens to anything.
You don't listen! I told you it sucked!
I won't be buying the pre-sale of Risen 3.
Yeah, he's gonna wait until it goes on sale.
That is like the worst voice acting of players I've ever heard in my life in that Risen 2 game. That was terrible.
It's like terrible.
Alright, for God's sake,
And
let's
they
keep going.
didn't like bother.
We're done with the Risen.
Alright, no more Risen. I don't even want to hear about Risen.
Nothing but Risen!
Gothic 2 was a great game.
There's so much bad elements.
That was how Piranha Bytes work.
What else have you been playing, Kevin?
Well, still more of Crusader Kings 2, which I mentioned last week, so I won't go.
Nice.
That just got weird because I started talking about children and marrying, and it was.
Whoa.
That sounds
right up your alley, Kevin.
I don't really need a flashback to the child marriage thing.
We have to have it in that sepia tone. Yeah. There you go.
Sepia?
Matt, quickly.
Sepia?
Thanks,
Sepia.
Instagram.
You say sepia, I say sepia. Whatever. I don't fucking
No.
Yeah, neither one was right.
Sepia.
That's like a
It's
7-year-old didn't know how to say subpoena. Yeah, my daddy got subpoenaed.
Yeah.
Somebody touched my sepia.
He got sub.
Daddy couldn't drive me to school because he got subpoenaed today.
sepia. What?
I saw that today.
Matt!
Driving in.
Matt.
Little kid on the side.
Okay,
please,
so
dad
I
in
have.
handcuffs.
Oh God, always.
Damn it, Larry!
Enough for scene talk.
Yes.
Matt.
It's way too local for this podcast.
So I've of course been playing the Old Republic still, and
Jesus
I've
Christ.
been playing. Shut
a
up,
really
Brian!
old
Your
Republic
turn
now.
is in 2 turns. And I've been playing.
Wait your turn!
No. Arkham Origins. I've been catching up on that a little bit, and
Mr.
I've been
Batman.
playing Sniper Elite V2 because I got that for free when Steam had it for free.
Did you get your testicle shot yet?
Oh no, I got it before.
Oh, yeah,
like remember, like 5 minutes before you showed up, I was like, and you were like, "Yeah, you can shoot people in the balls." I was like, "I just did that!" Super cool way to kill a Nazi.
And it is really awesome to see it just.
It is like the X-ray goes in and you see the testicles hanging there, and then you see the bullet go through, and there's just blood explodes everywhere, and they die.
Oh, awesome!
420 no scope.
It's a ball exploding good time.
Live strong. 420 live strong no scope.
The other game, and the last game I've been playing, I've been jumping through these 4 is Titanfall because I picked that up because it was on like super sale like a month and a half.
Like a boss.
Titanfall's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet. I played a few rounds a couple of weeks ago with Travis, and it was awesome.
Just a question, real fast, man. Does anyone listen to this podcast? Because I really want to hear how much you paid during the Steam Summer Sale.
It was.
You should beat him for mentioning it. You should.
Please stand by.
Jonah, what have you been playing?
So she does listen.
I don't know.
No, she doesn't. But anyway, Jonah.
I don't want to know.
I don't need an electronic like a transcription of how much I spent in the
Sure you do. Let's pull up your bank statement.
It's more than him.
Computer.
No, she doesn't.
You object anymore. We know
She
it was
doesn't,
more than
but we will.
200.
Damn it, Larry!
Don't that work!
Jonah, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Unturned.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best game ever.
I'm afraid to see what our levels are gonna be.
33 hours in that game.
Wow, see, I'm not that deep.
He also doesn't have a job and is a minor.
That is true.
And he's on summer vacation.
Yeah. You don't even have a watch. Well, hold on. I'm on summer vacation.
Look, okay, there was a time when people wore timepieces on their wrists.
It's
This
mid-July.
Around the time you were born.
So,
Watches.
so Jonah, of all the games you can play, you basically played the one game that could probably run on an Amiga 1200.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this game.
Not discussing.
It probably was on Made That.
Let Jonah describe the game, please!
Brian! Fuck you guys, I've hardly spoken.
Slap my
Yeah,
leg.
right.
You do it and I'll destroy your testicles.
Alright, make it his pee-pee.
You do it, if you do it, I will fart and it will be all kinds of
Get him the pee-pee!
I have had nothing but rum, gin, and Taco Bell.
Are you
for the
gonna be
past
quiet,
year.
or am I gonna send the pee-pee missile after you?
I will drop ass and it will not...
Brian! Shut the fuck up! God damn it! Let's get this podcast! Don't be Monster Hunters!
I know, I'm freaking hungry, damn it! No. Jonah!
Alright. Oh yeah. This game
Starving children.
is way less buggier than DayZ, and he makes like 3 updates every day.
Nice.
He's 16 years old too, and this is his 3rd game. He's made Roblox, Unturned 1 and Unturned 2.
Oh, he's the guy that made Roblox? Was he 10 when he made that then?
Probably.
12, I think.
Pretty old.
Yeah,
That was 4
maybe.
years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
3 years.
I think.
2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but anyways.
2 or 3?
Yeah, he's making bank. Anyways,
Fat stacks. Racks on racks on racks on racks on racks on racks.
Anyway, so Unturned 2 is technically the Unturned sequel, but it's on Steam as Unturned.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I've
Technically
been
the second game.
yeah.
Yep.
And then I've playing Speedrunners.
Nice.
You have this little guy and he runs around and speed runs and parkours. Cool.
It's fun.
Kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, actually it is sort of.
Yeah, it's a
Except you get like a
it's a
grappling
speed
hook.
scroller.
Fucking
Yeah.
shitting.
Speed
me.
scroller.
Goddamn stank
Some
ass
neat
foot
mechanics.
away from my
Yep.
face.
So I just picked up, and I'm planning to play. I just picked up the new Tomb Raider Game of the Year edition for $7.50, which just went on sale on Steam.
Nice.
There's some crafting in there.
Yeah, I'm excited to play that. Otherwise, and like I had seen the game a while ago, totally forgot about it. I'm glad Rob mentioned it because I'm totally freaking hooked on Battle Block Theater.
Yep.
I
Nice.
really enjoy it.
So
And
good.
I'm really like just a bit like Behemoth Games. They do a really good job with like everything they touch. Like they put a lot of heart and soul and a little bit of humor.
I wish
into
they'd touch me.
Yeah, you know, I really appreciate Battle Block Theater. It is so good, and yeah, I was playing co-op a lot. Got the girlfriend hooked on it. We played for probably about like 5 or 6 hours.
That's
So,
made by the
we,
same company that did Castle
Crashers
right?
and Alien Hominid.
Nice.
So, and then I actually have some show and tell, which I will bring up to the camera. Yeah, I got this custom piece of artwork for my birthday.
Ooh.
Somebody was really nice and decided to get my favorite Pokemon inked out, which is
What is
Rotom,
your favorite
the crazy plasmid Pokemon.
Bioshock reference.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, totally. I love it, and I think it's really cool. So I'm gonna get this hung up, and I'm very excited about that.
Would you
Nice,
kindly
I
pass
like
that
it.
over here so
Yeah,
we can all
very
take a
nice.
look?
Huh?
That is.
But yeah, no. So it was a really pretty cool birthday gift.
That's a funny story. Charlie was texting me desperately to figure out what to do about
Me
that.
too.
She was like, "What's going on?"
Exactly like that
She had
too.
lots
Yeah.
of questions.
Yeah.
She like freaked out. She's like, "Which one do I get? What?"
Because they're all called Rotom.
At the risk of my
It's confusing to
sanity,
someone who doesn't know what Pokemon is.
Brian, what have you been playing?
Oh God,
Halo.
Brian, that was nice, Brian. That was nice. Ben, what have you been playing?
Let's let him speak, but do not interact with him at all.
Pretend
Turn
you're
your back to him and
Don't make eye contact.
Brian, carry on.
So, Brian, what have you been playing, huh?
Wait, your ass has that little voice.
You ruined it! You ruined it, Rob!
Can I play blind?
Is this really going?
Talk while I get a gin and tonic.
Okay, so I'm.
Hey, Rob, you're gonna do some editing and take this out, right?
No.
Are we just gonna do like a smash cut from?
Brian,
Oh,
Brian,
I want to play Monster
what games
Hunter.
have you been playing lately?
I'm sorry, I can't address you if you're not looking at me.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I'm like the opposite of a
I'll
vampire.
bite the bullet.
I don't exist unless someone.
What games have you been playing, Brian?
So, I haven't been playing any games other than the game of life. So, me being on the show for this segment has been kind of useless. Because I've been on vacation.
Alright, he's done.
So, Ben.
What was the last game you played?
Why? He
Halo.
just passed it off.
He passed it up, so he did. Halo. It was Halo. Okay, and Ben.
Halo does not consume my life.
So
Yeah, you really blew that
Hey,
thing.
how about you guys
could have
just shut
told
up
your
and let me
delightful
finish the
stories
class?
about boats, but no.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Ben.
you guys have been
I'm with
playing
him.
Hearthstone, and I will just talk over you now. So, I was
you.
playing Hearthstone.
Yes,
Watching
Ben,
Alex play Hearthstone,
What about Hearthstone?
and then a buddy of his was sitting there and showed me Shadow Era, which is very similar, but more like Yu-Gi-Oh, where you sacrifice to
Get a better monster.
Play more.
no, just to get resources to cast. So instead of the
Right.
jewels that you get one every round, you have to sacrifice from your hand to get a gem.
Oh.
So
neat.
by the third turn, you can cast, your power 3s.
Right.
So it's kind of cool.
That's a neat mechanic.
Yeah,
I like how
but
that
it's like the same setup. There's the hero that
Fuck
has
you, I'm serious.
there's the hero that has an ability that charges up slowly
Right.
but surely. I haven't played online yet, and I haven't done any of the deck building. I've just kind of done the tutorial of like, okay, so this is kind of like what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, and now I have to go and like read cards, but it's a mobile game, so it's like, all right, now I'm gonna read cards. Tiny screen, goddammit. Oh yeah, and I got a new phone. I finally updated because I dropped my phone in a pond. Yeah. It works sometimes.
Sounds about right.
My utility belt is no more. That utility belt was awesome for the 2 weeks it worked, and then the clip is a piece of crap and died on me. While I was standing in a pond trying to get a hook out of a fish's mouth, as 20 children were like, hey, I can do that, I can do that. I'm like, shut up. Shut up, I just gotta do this while my tools. And then
If you'd like to see his utility belt, see episode 109 where he's wearing it.
Oh yeah.
And nothing else.
Dun dun dun!
Nothing else. Eye bleach.
Are both of those
Oh,
games ports, or
Tom?
are they just
Yeah.
video games that happen to be card games?
Actually, one of them
Well, I was
actually
gonna tell you
turned
to talk.
into a card game.
Let's wrap this up.
Relatively soon, they were digital, then they did a Kickstarter to make printed cards.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yep, and that's the done of my talk.
Oh. Alright, well, I'll do a show and tell. Why not?
This is my show and tell.
Oh, look,
That
it's
is
a
my show
thing.
and tell. I'm not going to say anything about it. No, it's...
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's for my Amiga 500. Tom and I have been working on a project to bring an Amiga back to life.
It's alive!
Tom touches me and then I work on it. Basically what this guy does
Good
is
touch.
you see there's
Amiga
a USB
style.
port on it. That's not a normal That's not a normal Amiga thing. Amigas don't have USB ports.
Whoa, what? Really?
Well, there was a Subway card that came out.
Yeah,
I had
Stop the
no
fucking
idea.
process.
stock.
Universal cereal. Do not.
My mind
There was
is...
no USB.
My mind is blown. I had no clue.
Wait a minute, you guys aren't all using like lightning connector right now? Like, oh my god.
What?
My
Who uses
zip drive
USB
doesn't
anymore?
use
That's
that.
so like 2000 late.
We had the
Excuse me,
serial
I'm all about
port.
USB 3.0.
I only use Firewire.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that.
And not Firewire 800, Firewire 400.
400
Because it's too
bitches.
fast.
Look at those Mac fat.
Okay, anyway. You connect the sucker to your Amiga. Oops, there it is. Then you put a USB drive with all your little ADFs in there, and it will read them.
What's an ADF, Rob?
ADF is an Amiga disk file.
Thank you, Rob.
So you can put pretty much every Amiga game ever on there. But hell, you probably could have done it on a 3.5-inch floppy too. But still,
A 3.5
still,
inch
you can do it on there.
floppy what? Dick?
Were those round?
You left it open, I couldn't help it. You left it open.
Inches?
A check.
I like
Floppy.
3.5 inch.
Floppy.
3.5 inch.
Hey, come on, guys. He's a grower, not a shower.
Exactly.
Lay off.
Or off, or off, or off.
Guys.
If you're still watching this podcast, you're doing more than I did when I edited it. Have yourself a good day. Thanks for watching, guys. Games of Beer. There's a nice announcement after this telling you all sorts of places you can visit us.
Yeah, and I spent less than $140 on Steam
Don't forget
games.
Switch.
Oh my god.
Less than 100.
No, I just did the math.
I am going to sodomize Rob after the show.
Come visit us at www.guysgamesandbeer.net. Win free games on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer.